I hear a boom, boom, boom at the door, at the front door. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lo, and thank you so much for clicking on this story time. So a few things before we get into the video. First and foremost, thank you so much to all my new subscribers. Shout out to y'all, and shout out to my OGs who've been rocking with me since my very first video like some weeks ago. I really appreciate y'all so much. Like, so many of y'all have been giving me words of encouragement and support and just really keeping my spirits uplifted. And if you are subscribed to my channel, we are besties now. We are best friends, and I'm not taking no for an answer. Okay, and I love y'all. I really do. I appreciate y'all so much, and we are on this growth journey together. Thank y'all, for real. Also, what I want to say with that is oh, I'm out of breath. Sorry. Okay. Also, with that being said, I knew what I signed up for when I wanted to become a content creator and put in my business on the internet and all of that. I know everybody is not going to agree with me. You're not going to like the type of stories that I post. You're not going to like how I react. You're not going to agree with the things that I say. That's fine. You are entitled to your own opinion, as am I, correct? But what we're not going to do is come on my page and just go out of your way to become negative, because I think that's just like OD. Like, you can disagree with me all you want, but I draw the line at you just going out of your way to be mean or disrespectful and all of that. Like, I can disagree with somebody and I don't like what they're doing or what they're saying, but I don't have to communicate that to them. You feel what I'm saying? That's just not the type of stuff that I'm going to allow to happen on my channel. Maybe on somebody else's channel, but not mine. We're not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to argue with a stranger on the internet. You're just going to get deleted and blocked every single time. Deleted and blocked, deleted and blocked, deleted and blocked. And that's just what that's gonna be. So keep it cute in the comment sections. We're only going to have positivity and good vibes over here. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. This is just not the channel for you. It is what it is. Okay, like, I'm not gonna keep like addressing this either. Like, this is gonna be the first and only time I'm going to put this actually in a video. And don't be wondering if you're looking through my comments like, dang, I only see all of this good stuff. Like, nobody said anything bad. They probably did, but it's gone because I deleted and blocked them. Okay, so also another thing that I wanted to add, in the description box you will see my business Instagram as well as my website linked down below, and I have a discount code for you guys. So if you wanted to check out my swimsuit collection, I really appreciate that. Get some money off, get you a swimsuit for the summertime, and support a black owned business. Support the kids, support the kid. And I think that was all I had to tell y'all. So let's get into the video. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna name this guy, I'm gonna name him Theodore, because if y'all knew his real name, Theodore, it just goes perfectly, honestly. It's so funny. So me and Theodore met after I had was starting to get out of my depression from being heartbroken by my ex-boyfriend. And I have a whole series about him, because if y'all knew all the stuff that my ex-boyfriend put me through, either you gonna feel bad for me or you're gonna judge me because I didn't leave sooner than what I actually did. That's another time. That's a whole that's some later videos, but just know, I warned you, it's bad. But anyway, so yeah, me and Theodore met. We matched on Tinder, and I know somebody gonna be thinking like, Tinder, like that site, like that dating app. Like, I know, okay, cool, yeah. There's weirdos everywhere. But like, don't knock it till you try, because that's actually how I met my soulmate. And we have been married for 4 years now. So don't knock it until you try it. Like, it's a lot of weirdos everywhere. Like, it's not just Tinder, I promise you. I promise you. So yes, we matched on Tinder. And I really was just like vulnerable at this point in time, and I didn't want a relationship with anybody. Maybe we could talk, but I wanted like more of like a sneaky link type vibe, if that makes sense. And this is a no judgment zone. This is a no judgment zone, besties. I really just wanted the Mario coins knocked out of your girl. Like, I can't even like think to say it any other way. I just wanted the Mario coins knocked out. I was gonna get that
then leave. Then leave. Get that bread, get that head, then leave.
Keep in mind, I'm a lover girl, and I can't do those types of things with people, like do with a guy and like not have some type of emotional like tie to him. However, I wanted to like change the scenario this time, so I didn't end up in the same type of situations as last time, because I caught feelings and then what, I ended up heartbroken. So I really just, yes, like that's all I wanted. Like something very casual, don't do too much, like it is what it is. But in me getting to know him, he just was like a really good guy, or so I thought. They always show you, they always put the best foot forward. Try saying that 3 times. Do I have a speech impediment? The best foot forward. The best foot forward in the beginning. Always. They always gonna show you the best in the beginning. Like, it's like they're acting. And then once they got you where they want you, that's when the true colors start coming out, the true characters start coming out, and that's when you see who they really are. But at that point, you too deeply invested, like emotionally. You see, I'm onto you niggas. I'm onto y'all. So he was a really cool guy from what I had gathered at first, and we were vibing. We were getting to know each other. He played football at another school in Florida. I lived in like one city, and his mom lived in that same city, and he went to school in another city. And he was on like spring break or something when we had matched. And this only, y'all, this, I would not even like count this as anything, like not no relationship, no nothing, because this only ended up being like what, like 3, maybe 4 weeks at the most. Like it was nothing. So we're getting to know each other, and the 2 main things that I always made sure I asked guys back then was, do you have a girlfriend, or a girl that thinks she's your girlfriend, or an ex-girlfriend who wants you back, or a sneaky link, or a friends with benefits? Like, do you have any girl that thinks she holds some type of weight in your life to where this would mess up like what we got going on? He said no. Okay, do you have kids? He said no. Now if you read the title, okay, I didn't have a reason not to believe him at the time though, so I'm just like, okay, it's a green light, it's a go. So we had probably linked about like 2, maybe 3 times at this point, and I was always pulling up to his mama's house to link with him. Now one time I did, again, no judgment zone, right? Like, this is a safe space. One time I did drive to his school to see him, and we didn't do anything, but we were just vibing.
Stand up.
I don't know, like I don't know why I did it. I don't know, don't ask, I don't know. And he would just come back. So like when we met, he was on spring break. He was there for a week. Then he went back to school. I went to go see him. And then he would just come back to his mom's house on like the weekends. So it will always be like parked car conversations like at his mom's house. One time he called me and he was like, hey, are you up? And I'm like, yeah, I can't sleep. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. He was like, well, I'm at my mom's house this weekend. Like, slide through. Is nobody here? Slide through, you say, at 2 a.m. I know we not gonna have no parked car conversations at 2 a.m. this time. So y'all, I had a mission. I had a plan.
Boy, I got a real plan.
All I needed was the platform. Like, I had a mission to complete, and I was going to see this mission through, whatever it took. You feel me? Or so I thought. So I slide over there. It's like 2 something at this point, and I'm not trying to have no small talk. I don't got to do none of that. Like, let's get straight to business. You feel me? So I walk in his room, and the next thing you know, my clothes is on the floor. Like, I'm butt naked. How did that happen? How did that happen? I don't know. Next thing you know, I was just butt naked. I don't know how that happened. So he doing what he doing when he doing it and how he doing it, and it's just like, okay, this was like on me to it wasn't like bad, if you know what I'm saying, because I'm not trying to like say too much for YouTube. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like what I'm used to now. If that makes sense. Like, what I thought good was back then actually was not good, because I have what I have now. If you know, you know. If you picking up what I'm putting down, we here. If you don't, I'm sorry, because I gotta keep it cute for YouTube. So doing what he doing, and y'all, his phone starts ringing. Keep in mind, at this point now, it's like 3 a.m. His phone starts ringing. Not only do this man got the brightness all the way up, he got the ringer volume all the way up. So just imagine it being like quiet and dark in the room, and y'all doing what y'all doing, and the phone start ringing. And I'm like, what is going on? He didn't get up. He didn't stop what he was doing. He didn't go look to see who it was. He didn't answer the phone. He didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, maybe that was just like an accident. They called again, y'all. And at this point, I'm looking for the phone. Like, I see it's like lit up on the ceiling, but I'm trying to see like where exactly the phone is. I see the phone is on his computer desk. And I can see that it's an unsaved number, but I can't see the number, okay? So I'm like, are you going to answer the phone? He's like, nah, that's probably just my partner calling. Like, I'll call him back, like, whenever. At 3 a.m., is your homeboy calling you? So I'm thinking one or two things, y'all, at this point. Maybe that really is his homeboy, and he's calling, like, back-to-back like this because it's an emergency and you absolutely need to pick up the phone. This is 3 o'clock in the morning, or this is a female calling you. And you can still answer it too, so I can see what's going on, because I asked you, were you single? And you told me yes. Keep in mind, you are still single, because I'm not your girl. But I told you, we doing all of this. And I know I said, like, keep it casual. I should not even care. Like, okay, so what? Because I had guys on my phone, but nobody was calling me at 3 a.m. Like,
that's because I put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
But still, like, I just didn't want no distractions. I didn't care if you did have females or whatever you was doing in your free time, just as long as it don't interfere with the mission that I'm trying to complete. Do whatever you want to do, sir. So the number keeps calling, and y'all, I'm getting irritated at this point. And I'm like, either you need to answer the phone or you need to put your phone on silent, because this is not cute. He gets up out of the bed and he turns his phone off. Big mistake. Mistake number 1. He turns his phone off and tries to continue to do what he doing. And I'm just like, I'm really just like, I'm blowed. I'm not in the mood. Like, I know I'm here for the mission, but maybe we could just skip this step and get to the real meat and potatoes, because meat and potatoes. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm I'm like, yeah, we could just skip this part and just, you know, go to the next step, because I'm getting irritated. I'm blown at this point. I'm dang near finna just put my panties back on. Okay, so don't ruin it for yourself, because I want to see the mission through. Yeah. So in the midst of this nigga trying to like get me back in the mood, he, you know, doing what he doing, kissing on my neck and shit like that, I hear a boom, boom, boom at the door, at the front door. I immediately hop up, because I don't know if I just could tell what a female knock sound like, or if I was just putting two and two together, my intuition. I don't know what it was, but I just knew it was a female at the door. I knew it was. Boom, boom, boom. She knocking like she is 12. Like, she is knocking like she is the feds outside this man's door at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, shh. What you mean, shh? I'm like, who is that? He's like, I don't know, but be quiet. Boom, boom, boom. Like, he's just standing in the middle of the room, like the Mr. Krabs meme. So I'm quiet, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Shorty got a knife. I don't know if she got the blicky. I don't know, like, what's on the other side of it. Like, I don't know. She could have a bat, a crowbar. Like, I don't know. So I'm quiet. I'm mad, but I'm quiet. We don't hear the knocking no more. Do you know this man tried to get back and get the business? Sir, are you out of your rabbit ass mind to think that I'm still finna hunt you while this is going on? She could be circling the perimeter. She could be circling the premises at this point. And you think we finna go ahead and get up off me. Go ahead and get up off me and help me find my drawers at this point, because no, y'all. Okay, so wait, pause. Let me explain to you how his mama house looked, because this is going to be very important. So the front door was, okay, let me do it like this. The front door was here. You go in the house, and straight ahead is the living room, and then it's the kitchen. Off to this side, and they got like a little bathroom. Okay, you go this way, it's a hallway with some rooms, and then you go this way, it's a hallway with some rooms, and then you hit the corner and it's the end of the hallway, his room. So basically his room was all the way in the back of the house. He had a window in his room. Now let me explain how his room looked. So the window was right here. It was a computer desk with some stuff, his computer here, and no, his I was gonna say his Xbox or PS, whatever he had, was right here, but that was not right there. It was just his computer and some stuff on the desk, the chair, and then the window. And then his door was like over here, and like it was like a chest, and like the TV and like his gaming system right here. And then the bed was on this wall. So the bed was like kind of like by the window, but not in front of the window, if that makes sense, y'all. Why did we start hearing knocking on the window at this point? She's like, Theodore, open the door, because I know you have a girl in this house and you got me fucked up. She said it like way meaner than that, but it was more like,
Theodore, open this motherfucking door right now. You got me fucked up.
I'm like, who the fuck? So at this point, y'all, it's like fight or flight. And I have found my undergarments at this point, and I'm trying to hurry up and put this stuff on, because I know I'm gonna have to probably fight at this point, and there's no way that I'm finna fight you with my coochie lips out. Like, no, absolutely not. So I'm putting my stuff on, y'all. We hearing knocking at the window. Why we start hearing knocking at the front door again, like simultaneously, like boom, boom, boom. There's no way that she was running back and forth. There's two people here. I know there's at least two people here. Like, I'm finna get jumped, bro. They're finna jump me, and I'm going down swinging. Like, y'all, I'm like, I thought thought you told, like we're yelling, but we're whispering at this point. I'm like, I thought you told me you didn't have no girlfriend. He was like, I don't. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Why this nigga say he don't know? I must have dumbass, clown, lied to me written on my forehead. One of the three. You don't know who this is at your door at 3 o'clock in the morning, boy. I'm finna start swinging on you. You finna get it. Shorty finna get it. Somebody finna get it. Cause what, y'all? In the midst of us whisper yelling at each other, him lying, saying he don't know who it is, me telling him I'm finna go, the next thing you know, all you hear is this glass shattering. This girl has taken not a brick, okay, not a rock, not even a large rock. This girl, this young man, I should say, because that's what the strength was giving for you to chuck this thing at this man window, has taken a center block. That's what you call it, right? I'm going to put a picture, a center block. And threw it through his window. Hey y'all, future editing low here. So I want to put this in a video just so nobody is confused. First of all, this whole time I was saying center block when I meant cinder block. But also, I don't want y'all to think she picked up like a normal like whole size cinder block, because I think those weighed like 30-40 pounds. Like those are really heavy. What she picked up was like part, or like maybe even like half of a cinder block. So if a cinder block is like a whole like rectangle with the two like cutout squares in between, it was just like one of those cutout like square cubes. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but it wasn't a whole cinder block. It was like part of one, but still very much heavy and still did hella damage. Just so nobody's confused. Okay, bye. She threw this thing so hard the blinds came down. Okay, the blinds came off the window. All the window is broken. It's just like little shards of glass like on the corners, and she hopped through the window, y'all. Oh my, it was like the most ghettoest catastrophe. Like I thought stuff like this only happened on like Amazon Prime movies. Have y'all ever seen like a hood love story like Amazon Prime movie? That's what it was giving. I was just, still to this day, I don't, she chucked the thing through the window and jumped through the window. He tackled her, y'all. She's on the bed trying to get to me, and I'm still, y'all. So at this point, I done put my bra and panties back on, and I wore like a little one piece like romper shorts type situation. I got one leg through the romper, and I'm just standing there like, is this for real going on, y'all? So at this point, I have put my clothes back on, because you're not gonna catch me. You're not gonna catch me slipping, yeah. Because if you really wanted to get off of this nigga, because he was like a skinny nigga, like if you really wanted to get out of his grip, you could have. So y'all, she's yelling at him, and she's like,
how could you? I'm walking around pregnant with your baby, and you got a bitch in your house.
Didn't I? Rewind real quick, because didn't I asked, I told y'all I asked him that, right? Do you have kids? No. Maybe I should have been more specific and said like kids that's actually like here on earth, like in the physical form, and I should have included baking in somebody's belly too. Was that on me? That was not on me. I'm like, you have a pregnant girlfriend and you was just doing what you was doing? Eat it with the knees up? What JT say?
Eat it while how my knees up.
Y'all, so remember I told y'all it was knocking at the window and knocking at the door. Shorty had a homegirl with her. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get jumped because he got her like on the bed, like bear hugging her, like, no man, relax, stop, you pregnant, stop. So I know this your kid now, cause you trying to protect your kid. You trying to protect your kid, and she like, I knew I should have had an abortion. I fucking hate you. The homegirl has ran from the front of the house. Oh, excuse me. The homegirl has ran from the front of the house back to his window, because I know you heard that glass breaking. I know you heard it. It was loud as hell. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Stuff don't go on like this in this neighborhood. His mama lived in a really nice neighborhood in like an old retired community. Like, it's old people in this neighborhood. Don't nothing be happening at 3 o'clock in the morning. I know you heard this. She done ran from the front of the house to the back. And y'all, she caught herself trying to like jump in the window too. Let me explain this. So like, Shorty broke the glass, and like most of the glass did like come out, and she was like petite, so it was nothing for her to like hop right through the window. But her friend was on the like bigger side, and she couldn't just like, she could get through the window, but you couldn't just like do that one motion where you just jump through like the homegirl. It would have took her like 2-3 steps to get through the window. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but basically what I'm trying to say is she tried to jump through the window, and like I told y'all, it was still like shards of glass like in the corners of the window. In the midst of her trying to jump through the window, she has scraped, like deeply cut all of her side. And she's like, ah, like yelling, like in agonizing pain, like shit, shit. I'm like, do I run up? Do I run up or do I leave? I left. I decided to leave because, like, yes, I wanted the Mario coins knocked out of me, but at what price? No, bro. Like, I'm like, it's so much going on. And I know the homegirl was really like hurt for real, because she could have caught me slipping outside. Like, when I was walking to my car, she could have easily came up from behind and snuck me, but nobody came. Nobody was running up behind me, and I was making sure I was like watching my back too. So that's how I know she was really hurt, because she didn't even try to like get me or nothing. I hope that young lady got the medical attention that she needed for real, because being cut by glass, it's not a cool, good experience. Like, And then after that, so I'm riding home. Y'all ever like have to take that drive home after like a failed appointment, like a appointment, and you just ride in silence, like contemplating where you went wrong? That was me. I was very much traumatized. I could have died. Like, what if I was standing in like the strength, like the I know she was like very like angry and passionate, because the strength that you have to pick up this big center block, and I know she had to hit one of these. Like, there's no way you could just throw it like that. Like, I know she had to take it back here and then chug it like this. So like I said, it was a petite girl and you're pregnant. It was just, it was like screaming like Jerry Springer, and no, not for me. Not for me at all. So I go home, and I didn't even block him or nothing, y'all. Like I said, I wasn't like too emotionally like invested in him. We were only like talking for like 3 weeks. Like, yes, I like you, yeah, we vibing, but for me to be like so hella like upset and pressed that this happened, no. I just wanted one thing, and you couldn't even do that. Niggas mess up everything. You had one job, literally one job, and you couldn't even do that. So after that, y'all, the next day he hit me. He hit me up. He called me, and I answered. And I'm just letting him talk, and he's like, I didn't tell you that she was pregnant because I don't even know if the baby is mine, and I wanted to get a DNA test, like the DNA test that you can get like while somebody is still pregnant. but they cost too much, so I was just going to wait until the baby was here to get a DNA test. And I'm like, that's still something that you should have told me, homeboy. Like, you still could have told me that, because like, lie to me for what? It's not like we was gonna be in a relationship. He was like, dang, it's like that. It's like that. Because there's no way that you thought that I was finna like really be with you, and you got all of it. Child. So some years later, y'all, I found out that the girl actually was his girlfriend, number one. They now have a very beautiful, beautiful little girl, beautiful daughter together. And they have been like high school sweethearts. So they have been in a relationship for like years. Like a long, long, long time. And I guess, I don't know, like maybe they was going through like a rough patch or like whatever, but like say that. Because like I said, I only had one mission and one mission only. This girl really like... y'all, I don't even, took that mug and then jumped through the, like, she was gonna like get her get back by all means, pregnant or not. Shorty said I should have had an abortion if I knew he was gonna act like this. Yikes. Yikes. Very much yikes, because the way I would have been at the clinic. I'm just saying, like, because like if you could do that with me, like it ain't no telling how many other girls he's done that with, you know, or like snuck around with, like behind her back. You feel me? Like, me and you just met. Like, I'm not even from here. And also, oh y'all, another thing that I want to say is like, so the homegirl that, you know, got cut up or whatever, it was like some stuff that had happened, like, not a year, maybe like some months later. Somehow they found like all my social medias, like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, like, not Facebook, but like Instagram and Twitter, and maybe like Snapchat too, I can't remember. But the homegirl swore up and down, like, you knew that he had a girlfriend, you that bitch that we went to school with. Y'all, my dog just farted. Ace, you farted? Y'all, he really just sat up here and farted in my face like that and then walked away. You farted? Why would you do that? You embarrassed. You should be. That just made me mad. Why would he sit up and... Okay. Anyways, so she was like, you knew he had a girlfriend. You that bitch that we went to school with. You knew they was in a relationship. Keep in mind, y'all, at this point in time, I had just moved to Florida. I had just moved to Florida from South Carolina. Like, I wasn't even there for a whole year yet. So that's how I know you got me confused with somebody else. And I know that he's done this before with somebody else. Baby girl, I didn't know Theodore from a hole in the wall. I didn't know what he had going on. He told me one thing. I have no reason to not believe him. Going against my better judgment. Like, it was just so ghetto. Like, and then some weeks after that, I met Devin, and the rest is history. Like, I just used to be going through it, bro. Like, she really sat up there and threw the... You know how strong you like? And I tend to think that I'm like a strong female. Like, I'm strong. It ain't no way I'm finna grab a center block and throw it through somebody's, like... I know she was the type to like slash your tires, but only slash like 3 of them because insurance would pay for all 4 of them, and like key your car and like put sugar in your tank and just good luck to them, y'all. I think they like still to this day is like still together, so good luck with that, sis. And it really wasn't even like that good. Like, I didn't even get the whole dining experience, if you know what I mean. Like, I didn't even get the full experience for me to be out here fighting. Like, what she thought we was finna be out here fighting for his love. Sis, you can have him. You can have him. Yeah, I'm not finna do all of that. No, I'm not. Especially for a nigga I just met like 3 weeks ago on Tinder. Stop. But yeah, y'all, that was the time that his baby mama really broke in his house and tried to fight me while she was pregnant. Oh, y'all, that's just like ghetto. But thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my website, follow me on Instagram, do all of that, and I will see y'all in my next story time. Bye, y'all.